Good morning, YouTube fans. It's Dr. Matthew Johnson. It's Monday morning, June 15th, 2020. And we are going to share our testimonials from what happened last night, Sunday night, June 14th. So, take it away, Brittany.
Hi, I'm Brittany from Layton, Utah. Last night was another really cool night down at the night sit. I saw a lot of like little firefly type lights, just the little pinpricks, and just the energy was just really cool. And then just a personal experience that I had when I went down to the woodpile to do the light thing. Obviously I was pretty focused on that, but it was really kind of cool because as I was doing it, it was almost as if I like left my body in a way. And it was just like almost like euphoric, and like it was like something like the energy there like completely took over, and it was like I was able to like truly connect to like a higher elevated self of sorts, if that makes sense.
Cool.
It was really cool because usually I kind of get in my head when I, am doing something like that, but it was a really neat experience. And then after everybody left, I walked down to the woodpile just as like a normal thing without my light thing, and it was really, really powerful. I stood there and I've never been able to see as much as I saw last night at the woodpile. I can't tell you how many pairs of eyes I saw, and I'm not going to be able to share everything because just how emotional, but it was really, really cool. I was able to converse in my own way, and then when I held out my hands, because I felt like I should hold out my hands, and when I looked down, my hands were completely gone. It was really cool.
Awesome.
It's not just that they were gone. It was this surge of energy, that they do, and it was really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Next.
My name is Tracy. I live in Pendleton, Oregon, also known as the Universe Center.
For those who are geographically misguided.
You thought I was going to skip that this time.
Yeah.
Last night was probably the busiest night I've ever experienced. There was a lot of energy everywhere. Two instances that I'm going to focus on is one is right at my chair. I can't discern whether it was little ones. I think it was because it was just at my legs. It was so active. I stretched out my hands even, and like Brittany mentioned, my hands. You could see shadows covering my hands slowly as they would do their magic, and the tingling and the energy that was there. There's a lot of the gosh, I don't even know how to explain it. Everybody struggles to explain what it looks like, but it's the pinpricks and the light smoke and the movement of the red light, and anyway, it was just incredible because it's all around me. And then I went down to the wood pile, and again, much like Brittany said, I have never seen so many pairs of eyes. There were, I don't know, just to guess, I would say there was 10, 12 pairs of eyes in different elevations there. And there was a lot of the red and white pinprick and smoke on the other side. And every time that I've been here, I don't recall having heard footsteps. And there was footsteps the whole time I was down there. Even some crashing around in the bushes there, but it was incredible. And I'm, much like Dawn said earlier, I'm a little disoriented today, and I don't usually feel that way. It's not a bad feeling by any means, but I can't quite pull my wits together this morning.
Awesome. You did a good job anyway. Thank you. Thanks. Hi.
Hi, my name is Ron. I'd like to start off by saying that I was deeply honored. I gave a watercolor experiment class, and the results were phenomenal. At least that's the feedback I'm getting from everyone. And just honored that there was this exchange between the Xanue and the people that were participating in the experiment. And even to the point, I didn't see it, but everyone was telling me about it as they were leaving. A beautiful, I don't know if it's a rare butterfly, but it's a beautiful butterfly flew by, which is for me very symbolic of freedom, of change. And so I think everyone's image that they got some kind of message for themselves personally. Last night, when Dr. Johnson was down by the wood pile, I observed 3 Xanue, one of them very tall, which I assumed was Sorth, and 2 others. And when Dr. Johnson came back up, he acknowledged that there were 3 there with him, and a few others, I think, in the background. But other than that, the only other experience I had is when I went up to Cantu in Syria. Of course, I didn't see it. I didn't have eyes behind my head, but people were saying that my head did disappear.
Yes.
So there was a headless body standing there. I did feel, however, when I put my hands out, I could feel a tingling sensation around my hands and an immense love energy coming through. So other than that, I went to bed and I was gone till morning.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Next. Hello.
Hello.
Who are you?
I think you know the answer to that. I am Cynthia Johnson, and I never thought I would say that it's becoming normal to watch people's heads disappear, but that seems to be a new normal around here.
Yes.
So that was going on last night. You could actually, and Matt confirmed this, is it was like they were putting their hands around people's heads, and that would obscure the head to the point where all you could see is the rest of the body. My fingertips disappearing when I was up there talking to them. The thing for me that was new and different, I mean, I saw the energy, I saw the lights, but when I was watching down at the woodpile on the right-hand side next to one of the trees, a bar of red light started at the bottom and kind of stepped up, was there for a second, and then would disappear. And I saw that about 3 or 4 times. And what it reminded me of was that time-elapse photograph that was made a couple of years ago, where the orange figure forms.
Yep.
Only this was more of a straight bar. So everybody seems to perceive things a little differently, which is interesting. And that's where my perceptions were last night.
Okay. Thanks, babe. That's because everybody is a little different. Oh, hi, Teddy.
How you doing? I'm Teddy. I'm from Bay Center, Washington. Yesterday was my second time here, and I think, like someone else said, the blindfolds were taken off yesterday. I had a lot of activity in the 3 o'clock trail. I started hearing footsteps, heavy bipedal footsteps walking through the forest. Started seeing eye shine, and at one point I walked down the 3 o'clock trail about midway, and just sat there and told them, "Hi guys, glad you guys are here." And out of nowhere, I just got this sense of I think I told Cheryl, I got like the Holy Spirit feeling. And it was just hit me out of nowhere, and I got very, not emotional, but very happy. I started thanking God. At one point when I came out, I gave Cheryl a hug. That's how ecstatic I was. So yeah, they're definitely here. It doesn't matter if you show people pictures or video. You guys want to experience the real thing, come down here, and you'll definitely feel something.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to switch over here. Hi, who are you and where are you from?
I'm Michael. I'm from Albany, Washington. Last night down on 3 o'clock trail was a lot of, there was a lot of balls of light down there. We heard footsteps. We walked like halfway down the trail. We kept on seeing like balls of light, like randomly.
Mm-hmm.
Like down where the first spots are, there was like 5 of them down there. I walked back up, and I seen some more. There was one right next to Cheryl, and that's it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Michael. Okay, now I'm going to come around here. Hello.
I'm Regina from Daphne, Alabama. Last night I saw a lot of lights and flashes and orbs and twinkles. Felt a lot more energy than I had the other 2 nights.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I had not done before or been able to do with my phone, because I do take pictures with my phone and I see faces everywhere. But last night Cindy Johnson was filming inside the house with her camera, and I could see, she taught me how she uses her camera to do that. So I tried it on mine, and it looks like snowing in here when the orbs are flying all around.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one really large one that fluttered across one of my videos, and when I took a still shot of it, you can see several faces
Wow.
in that.
In the orb.
Yes.
Okay,
So,
cool.
but
Awesome.
that was the neatest thing for me last night.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Hello.
I'm Sheila, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I saw more last night than I have, and I felt more last night than I have. It was when I went up to see Cantu and Saria. Warmth, well, actually heat, all over my neck and my shoulders and head, and tingling. It wasn't uncomfortable, it was actually comfortable. And that lasted a really long time. And you had said that you saw energy around me. Well, we were sitting there a while, and it remained, the feeling remained. And I was asking, are y'all still, or, is this still energy around me? And I heard you, because I hear really well. I heard you say, Sheila still has residual energy around her. And that was confirmation. Okay, this is still you. And then up here in the room that I stayed in, Cynthia had the phone, and I could see the orbs everywhere, and one blue one flew across. And when I laid down, my head, I wondered if I was under a heat vent, because I got really hot. It wasn't uncomfortable, but it was more heat than I had down at the meadow. And I said, at first I thought, well, this is heat. I might need to find another area to put my sleeping bag, because this is a vent, obviously, that I'm under. But then something just told me, no, this is all you guys that I saw flying around the room, and then I was out, and I slept all night, and that's something that I don't do again.
Nice.
So it was wonderful.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, I'm Patty from Whidbey Island, and my honey is over there, Paul.
Whidbey Island, what state?
Oak Harbor
Washington.
City, Washington.
There we go.
Washington.
Just for the people in YouTube
Yeah, there
land
you
that
go.
don't know where that is.
Been here many times, and I learned something new. Something's new all the time when we come here. Last year we were only able to make it in July, and we were planning on August, but my heart decided to attack me, and so we couldn't do that. But it's always just such a privilege to be out here. I learned stuff about the Xanue all the time, and also practical human things, like a gentleman named Gil had a tent covering that I've been trying to think of how I could make, and he bought it. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get that. And just really cool talking with people and learning stuff. And it's, you know, for me, it's not just the Xanue, it's everybody and relationships and stuff. It's just very, very cool.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, I'm Jem from Rainier, Washington. I'm here with my husband, Ron. It's been a very challenging weekend, but I feel like I got through it. And last night, really, through the night, really assisted me in realizing the power of really tuning into nature and being around people that are loving and caring and beings that are loving and caring. So I don't feel as exhausted as I have felt the whole trip. Last night, sometime around, I don't know, I think it was only because Dawn said 10:45. That kind of feels about right because it was still a while before everybody came back in. There was an absolute presence in here. In fact, I felt a bit stifled in my chest. Like it wasn't uncomfortable, but like I could breathe, but it was pressure, a lot of pressure. And I'm working on the body or allowing someone to work on the body because I'm obviously not doing a very good job. And the cat, Crush, came in, started munching, and she's very skittish for some reason. Well, there's a lot of people here, a lot of new energy, and she jumped up. I saw her peripherally first. I watched her moving, and then as I looked at her, she went boom and jumped up on the ottoman over there and looked up, and then flicked her tail a couple of times and turned completely. And as she turned, she's a girl, right?
He.
Oh boy, excuse me, Crush. Well, that's horrible. He turned his head up to where Matt has told us where Zorth stays. So of course I thought it was Zorth. And I looked up and all of a sudden I asked, you know, if you're here, Zorth, will you flash your just flash. And so I got like ding, and it was so fast, but it was ding, like a little starburst. And then I went, I was watching the cat, and he's still, you know, doing this up there. And I went, okay, so if, not to be doubting you, but if you really are there, would you do that again? Boing! He's like, okay. And my energy started picking up from there. I mean, I was reading Matt's book, and I was only on page 12. And I can really pretty much, I'm a voracious reader when I sit down to read, but I don't do that very much. And so I was like being stifled in reading the book throughout the evening. It was like, I could have been like, you know, a quarter through the book, easy. And the mind wasn't staying focused because there was so much tremendous energy going on in here. And I did see orbs, and there was a huge blue one. And so I think the blue one. I did ask Matt if it was, if it was Zorth, and he said no, he didn't leave. But someone came to visit, and was powerful, strong.
Jakut.
Well, thank you, Jakut, for your visit. And everyone here has been amazing. It's always wonderful to come to Matt and Cynthia's house, home, and be in nature. And I mean, there's been so many beautiful things that we've seen, not only with the animals, but with the people and the shifts and the changes. It's just, and making new friends. It's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Last but not least.
Hello, I'm Cheryl. I'm from Longview, Washington. I arrived here late Saturday morning and have had 2 nights since. Absolutely, Sunday last night was very powerful for me personally. I had a lot of things happen. First of all, doing the art experiment with Ron and several people. We were in the garage and we did our little thing, our little pictures, and after leaving the garage, out of the peripheral of my eye, I look over and there is a yellow tiger swallowtail butterfly, which is very personal, individual for me. And I have seen this butterfly in regards to the Xanue energy 3 times, and it just amazed me that I saw it again. And for those who's watching this video that have known my past experiences, I've spoken several times on this, and just to see that and to share it with everyone was, it never stops amazing me. And that was a beautiful thing. As far as the night sit last night, that was pretty powerful. I had something new happen that's never happened before. Saturday I was sitting on the left side. Last night I was sitting on the right side near the 3 o'clock trail. And it was like a light show. Red eye glow, just flashes and orbs and lots of high energy. And I've been getting a lot of young one around me lately. And I was sitting there and Michael comes up to me and says, there's some orbs over in the 3 o'clock trail. So I walk down there and you can see the glow rocks going down and then back up. And I saw 2 or 3 about that tall from the ground, 3 feet tall or so, little ones. And I could see the black outline shape against the glow rocks at the back. And that was pretty nice and watching. And then all of a sudden, there's this large half silhouette. One half was actually in the dark of the woods. The other half, I could see the head, the shoulder, the arm, the leg. And I looked down and I just waved. And it waved right back at me. Cool. And in my mind, I did a mind speak and I said, thank you for everything. We love being here. And I just want to say, I am so touched and thrilled that the little ones can know and grow up knowing that there are some humans that love them very much and they're growing as young ones with this knowledge. And they can be teaching the others when they are older. And all of a sudden I'm standing there and there was just energy surrounding me. I could feel it. I knew there were young ones and my hands just started tingling and were so warm. And Mike was coming up the trail. I said, Mike, do you see young ones around me? And he said, there's 5 standing around you right now. So that was just an amazing experience. And as everyone has said, everyone sees something a little different. The energy here, the love here, the people here, it's a family. And it never ceases to amaze me. Every time I come here, there's just something a little extra. And I'm so blessed that if you want to come learn the truth, this is a beautiful place to come. Please do so. If you have any regards of wanting to know who the Bigfoot Forest people are, this is the place to go.
Thank you. So, yes. Sure.
I was very grateful and excited as well to be able to see this beautiful light show 2 nights in a row that was performed by a distant cousin of the Xanue. And I think her name was Brittany or something to that effect. It was beautiful, and it was like la crème sur la, it was just beautiful. And hope one day to get to see it again.
Yes.
And also, the meals here were phenomenal. I'd like to thank everyone who participated in creating these beautiful feasts for us while we were here.
Yes, good job on the meals, everybody. Thanks. Okay, and wrapping things up, if you do want to know the truth, then I would like to encourage you to get your hands on my 2 books. You want to start off with the first book here, Bigfoot, The 50-Year Journey Come Full Circle. And you need to read this book first before you read the second book, which is the Xanue Befriending the Bigfoot Forest People, because you're not going to understand this book if you don't read this book first. And last but not least, we still have openings for our July and August Camp Xanue's. So all you have to do is go to Camp Xanue. I'm still waking up. I'm sorry. Go to Xanue.com. 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 Click on the events page, and you can register for our July or August camp or both. We have many repeat offenders. Oh, okay. Y'all have a good time. Thanks for watching. Bye.